What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to say that I'm probably going to do a Patreon video talking more in depth about, or more directly about, how men who look like me are being thrown under the bus in regards to this Brittany Griner situation, all right? I'm going to advertise it later on today in the community section, but I'm going to probably upload it tomorrow, all right? So just want everybody to know I'm going to upload it tomorrow, and I'm also going to do a video about the whole TO thing, too, on the Patreon. So look forward to that. Those of you who are signed to the Patreon, I truly appreciate everybody that's signed to the Patreon, the 200 strong that are part of the Patreon. Much respect to you. I'm going to be more active on the Patreon this month and subsequent months. So, segueing into this video, as this whole Brittany Griner situation unfolds, you have all these people, printed media, talking heads. Now, all of a sudden, now that the sentence has been meted out, just like clockwork, you know who are being blamed for what happened to her, okay? Black men, MSNBC, other independent articles, usually left-wing, throwing black men on the bus, saying how, basically, in a nice way, black male athletes need to step up and demand that Brittany Griner comes home. Some are even more attacking of black men in general, saying that black women have been their own heroes for too long, and there's time for black men to step up and be the leaders. You know, for far too long, we've been, simpering, cowardly, losers, derelicts. We're frauds. We're paupers. We're a pathetic lot, us black men, the way they're putting it out. We're just no good. Powerless, impotent, useless. It's time that we stood up and voiced that Brittany Griner comes home. And I'm sorry. This is how I feel. I don't mean no harm, but at this point, I don't give a fuck. I don't. I just don't give a fuck. Maybe I'm hard-hearted. Maybe it's a problem with me. But the way that I've seen black men be treated in this country over the past couple of years, let alone the long history of how we've been treated, nobody has ever ran to our aid. Now, I do understand that there were many sisters that have fought and died for the freedom of black people in general, and I salute those black women. But this is my problem. Brittany Griner has never endeared herself to the black community. She has never endeared herself to black women's causes. She has always endeared herself to the causes of the alphabet people. So dare I say, where are the alphabet people in this situation in her time of need? Where are they? They're nowhere to be found. But we're supposed to run to the rescue. And this I also say to you, ladies and gentlemen, where is Joe Biden? Where is Joe Biden in this situation? I mean, this is the guy that I've been told, hey, we need to give him another chance. Yeah, he said all those things 40 years ago. But people change. And I said, no, they don't. Not people like him. And people say, you're wrong. And people in droves in our communities voted for him, especially black women. So since this is your representative, this is the man who you, in many ways, stepped over your brothers to support, I say to you, look to this motherfucker to bail your queen out. She's not my queen. Look to this motherfucker to bail your queen out. He ain't trying so hard, doesn't seem to be. So if anybody that should be doing anything is him. I don't think a goddamn person listening to this video is either he or anybody on his cabinet. I wasn't selected as Secretary of State. I'm not an ambassador. I'm not a negotiator for the United States. So that's on them. Look to him. Don't fucking look to me. He's supposed to lead. I don't have any power. I don't have that type of power. Kyrie Irving doesn't have that type of power. LeBron James doesn't have that type of power. They're basketball players. They're influential, but they don't have any political power. Biden is the president of the United States, clothed in immense power, supposedly the commander-in-chief. Look to that motherfucker. I also want to say this. Whenever one of us in the athletic world commits any type of quote-unquote crime, even if common sense purposes say that you can even understand why they did what they did, nobody wants to hear that. It's always superseded by he should have known better, he should have conducted himself better, etc., etc., etc. And there's a raging thunderstorm going on while I'm doing this video, and glad because it highlights the mood I'm in right now. Kareem Hunt. Okay? Now, I'm not saying what Kareem Hunt did was right by kicking that woman. You should almost never put your hands on a woman. Almost never. But when someone is spitting on you, spitting in your face, yelling to the top of their lungs that you're a stupid, you know what, N-word, right? Your whole crew, and won't get out of your face. Won't get out of your face. Hey, you're still a human. You're getting away from this person. They want you to do something to them. And then you react, and nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wanted to hear that part of the story. He shouldn't have did what he did, period. Because, hey, we are supposed to be emotionless robots. We are supposed to just take shit. We're born forward, slave nigga, tough, right? So we're supposed to be human punching bags. We're supposed to take everything that everybody else is supposed to inflict. See, everybody else has the right to lose their mind. Everybody else has the right to voice their opinion. Everybody else has the right to inflict pain physically or emotionally, but not us. So when you see this situation, or you see Sterling Brown, or you see these other people who are in situations where they were wronged or their crimes were questionable, nobody cares about the fact that NBA players, NFL players get caught with marijuana and it becomes a right issue. You know, when it's a white person, you know, as Caruso was caught last year in Houston with marijuana, people saying, hey man, that shit should be legal anyway. It's just weed. But when, you know, an Iman Shumpert or somebody of our persuasion gets caught with it, we're dumb, ignorant, stupid motherfuckers. We're convicts. We're criminals. So let's keep that same energy then with everybody. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. If I'm not mistaken, how can you be wrongfully detained when you committed a crime? That's their laws over there. America, if she got caught, yeah, it would have been a slap on the wrist. But those people over there in Russia, they have stringent drug laws. Very stringent drug laws. And that's not her first rodeo over there. So that's on her. Now, do I wish for her to do 9 years? No. But at this point, man, my sympathies, the fucks in my fuck bag to give, that motherfucker is almost empty at this point. Because I'm tired of the hypocrisy in this country. I'm tired of seeing every day I turn on TV, I'm tired of seeing Deshaun Watson being talked about like he is a sexual predator. When I look at the deposition, and it is painfully obvious that those women were lying. They enjoyed what they did. They were nothing but a bunch of thoughts. They got paid to really do much of nothing. You can question Deshaun Watson's moralities, but he didn't commit a crime. But Roman Polanski, who raped a 13-year-old girl and fled the country, is allowed to come back to this country, and the Oscars give him a standing ovation. And everything is all good. So no, in my mindset, I'm militant, I'm fucking angry, I don't give a fuck, I'm sorry. Look to this motherfucker to save your so-called queen.